Thanks for coming back to Walking in Shadow. Of course, I'm Jason. I think I've said my name enough times, but whatever. I'll cover a few things before we get into the video. Um, you may have noticed a sound problem. Sorry about that. The reason being is, I'm not even, this whole video thing has no budget. It actually costs money. This does nothing for me financially. So I have to record the videos on my iPhone with a tripod. We'll get a tripod at least. Thank you for the tripod. I do have a laptop that I could record on, but it's got one functioning USB port and two, there's something wrong with the battery where it works if I have it plugged into an external source, but it won't keep enough charge to actually record a video. So this is going to be this stuff right now. And as I can figure out some way to make extra money, I got a job, but I'll definitely improve it because it's important to me. I know a lot of the videos now are either HD or 4K or whatever, but this is it. But currently there's maybe 10 people who watch my videos regularly, so I just trust you guys to ride with me till I get it straightened out. I did want to mention also, because of the costs that I announced today on my personal Facebook, where a lot of my followers have come from, that I deleted my website. I'll have to edit the video pages that have its link because it doesn't matter anymore. The domain was going to fall off in about 2 or 3 weeks anyway, and it was e-commerce because I had plans to produce things, but right now all it is a bunch of fees, and I'm not really making any money, so it's just got to go away right now. And plus, that website, some of y'all on here may know this, but that website was the second version. The first version was completely, oh Lord, it was well-meaning, but when I talked the other day, or the last video, it's not the last video, but when I talked about the Real Talk video, I mentioned that about having to take the mask off. Well, just saying that and trying to, it's not even trying. Once I said that, it started to happen, and it's loose. It's loose now. So, be more of my true self showing over time. Also, I had mentioned it in the last video also that about my trip coming up on Sunday. I'm still going to do that. I did want to give a little information about it ahead of time, and then I've not actually tried to record segments or anything and put it all together after the fact, but I mean, I'm a pretty smart person. I probably figured it out. I've watched literally thousands of movies and probably thousands of YouTube videos, so I have an idea about production in a layman's sense. I'm not trying to say I went to school or anything for that. But I am going to be going to Cullowhee, North Carolina, which is south of Silva. I'm sure a lot of y'all know where it is. To visit Judaculla Rock, which is a soapstone boulder that is very centrally, it's a central religious site for the Cherokee. And I was thinking about making a whole video ahead of time, but really, I mean, I just want to give you some ideas about it and why it's important. Cullowhee is literally Judaculla's land. Judaculla is a very important figure in Cherokee legend. It's a giant, slant-eyed giant that had like 9 toes on one hand, and supposedly one of the imprints on the stone is Judaculla's hand. I don't know, but you know, been mentioning Nephilim or whatever, but there's a lot of mention of a slant-eyed giant, okay? And it's not too hard to read between the lines on that, especially, this is the part I really enjoy, is the Cherokee people believe that they are direct descendants from Pleiades. And I've mentioned it sort of here and there, a major element to my belief system, which really came on, all the pieces came together last year. Like in, I don't know when exactly, maybe early spring or something like that, but I'll get to that another time. But I'm really in touch with my higher self. I know its name. Some of y'all might know its name too. And it has like a sigil, a power symbol that was given to me when I was like 12. And now I know that not last life, but prior to all Earth incarnations, I originally incarnated in the Pleiades. Or I'm going to say I, not Jason Kimbrough, obviously, but him, which I'm not going to say his name right now. I think down the road I'll say it. I mean, it's not a super secret. It's just his name has power to it, as most names like that do. And just not going to be blurbing it out on a video. Respect that. Okay, so now we can move on a little bit to the meat of the topic, which is tools or focuses. It's important to say that if you're a warrior, okay, I'm not talking about the spiritual warrior who, anybody can do that. It'd be great if everybody did, but everybody's not tuned like that. Then there's another level of warrior where, you know, you similar to the ghost hunter, except ghost hunter just wants to record. You know, I expelled negative entities from locations or objects or whatever. So a lot of times when I'm saying that this is the way or this is what it's my way, obviously that's the only way I can tell you. So my way doesn't have a book I can reference. I mean, pieces, things about it, yes, but it's actual practice or whatever. It's hard to explain. I would just say, just as far as focus goes, it's really, I think it's vital for somebody who's going to deal with entities, because there's a part of that entity that is connected to the corporeal or 3D, solid, um, or it can become solid. And it's just not a terrible idea to have a magically infused weapon at the ready when that happens. Or if it does. It won't, who knows what'll happen. But, so, I've got the things I use here, and I have the stuff I would take out in the field. A lot of stuff's old. I've had it a long time, and people may have seen me with it at times during the years. Still got it, because the longer you have something and infuse yourself into it, just the better it is for you. Could it be a hindrance? Sure, everything can be. But let me go through the show and tell part, mostly because I'm still wearing my work clothes, and I wanted to, it went well with the cloak, so I just wanted to go ahead and show everybody, and then I'm going to take this cloak off, sort of hot, then I'll show the other stuff. So, without further ado, let's look at some stuff, huh? So, speaking of, I've got my cloak now. I've had this thing a long time. I mean, I can't tell you, we've had it at least, 20 years, let's say. But we'll have a look at it here. I tried to guess about the blocking or whatever, but so yeah, it's close. It's green on the inside. Reaches down to about right above my ankle, and I'm 6'6", so that's why I liked it right away. Not a lot of things fit me. I've infused it with sort of like the violet flame. It in it itself, and a lot of times I've used D&D terms in hope that you understand in some way, but this would be like a cloak of protection plus 2, but not in the AC way, but more versus negative entities. Just a little extra. Plus, it's very warm, so I'm going to take it off now. And it's good, because a lot of times it's night, and unless it's summertime, night is cold, so this is very comfortable to wear. Also, oh, that feels better. Also, excuse me. Also, it's good for, I used to carry around like a 3-foot sword everywhere. My sword was, it was a D&D magic weapon. It was awesome. And I got talking about hindrances, because this is something that can happen with a focus, especially a weapon, if you're a warrior, is you start to bond with that weapon, and just the craving for destroying whatever it is. It's like a desire, it's a very strong desire, so it affects you a little bit. Maybe it was just me, I don't know, but it became so, like I started using it as a crutch, but I couldn't get rid of it, so I had somebody take it and dismantle it into parts and give the parts to people I don't know, because that's how serious it was. But from under the loosening mask, I can tell you that I have found an exact replica of it somewhere. And when I have some money that doesn't have to be used for obvious things, then yeah, I'm going to get that sword back. Because the sword itself was not important. It's just a replica, like a reproduction weapon. You know, they sell them all over. But I had infused like my astral sword into it. So it was like I could do the same things I could do not here. It's very convenient in that particular scenario, let's say. I'm not giving a whole bunch of information about it because my specific strategy is my business. But on top of that, you know, if I were ever to share it or some of my other techniques, I might want to save them for like a Patreon or something. I don't know that for sure yet. You have to remember it's been not even a week, so I don't know. Got a lot of ideas. So I just want to be careful about, I mean, I'm not holding anything back. I'm telling you the stuff, but the specific ways to do the things, I have a responsibility because that's what this whole Arsenal series is about. It's about getting a foundation as a warrior, as a noble person. I'm not just going to say, oh, this is how you vanquish stuff. You do this and do this. And there you go. Because, I mean, even if I'm not legally responsible, I'm morally responsible. Anybody that I tell about how to do something, if they do it, and I haven't given them all the proper preparation and protection, then whatever happens to them is my fault. That's how I feel about it. It's a little severe, but you know, not a lot of cuddly warriors. I'm cuddly, though. So anyway, this around my neck, I don't know if you saw it before. I wear this a lot. This is the cicada. Let's get up here so you can see it really well. Cicada is one of my totems, which I'm always happy to shout out my totems, but I've got 13, so it's okay to tell about something. But cicada is very important to me right now because the symbolism of cicada, where you're buried in the dark for a long time, you emerge. Even in emerging, you're still a wingless thing crawling around. If you survive that and get to a point, you become the husk, break free, and have wings. It's a very apt analogy for what I'm about, let's say. So anyway, I'm getting on tangent. Tangent alert. Let's go back to the stuff. So I'm going to show you the home stuff first because it's right here. It's a lot of the stuff you're knocking and rattling around. So at least you'll be able to put a face with the name. But because of my Starseed heritage, I never really cared about it before, but now I really love Celestine. I've got raw Celestine and I've got a polished orb. The orb, the raw Celestine was a gift, and I'm very happy for it. I want to show it to you right now. This is the raw Celestine, I'm going to bring it up here so you can see it. You can see there's like a subtle blue inside of it, or part of it. It'll be more obvious here in a minute. This is the raw stuff here. This is like a it helps me channel the Pleiadians or the Light Council, more in like a sort of a Mork way, you know, because I have to check in, see what's up. Now, when I'm ready to transmit, I've got this polished one, nice polished orb here. I got this one at Curiosities here in Knoxville. Leah has an amazing amount of stones and lots of things. She has lots of stuff. I don't have any stuff, but the things I do have mean a lot to me, and I use them. So you know how that goes. I'm sure you have stuff too. But yeah, Leah Curiosities though, it's sort of interesting because it's a trip. When she posted a video showing that she had orbs coming in, when I saw this orb, I saw this orb in the video, but it wasn't in the video. I said, well, that blue stone, I need that one. So, you know, I was trying to contact her, and I was so just consumed by it that I went to her house next morning. She hadn't gone to the shop yet. I said, that stone, I haven't been able to reach you because she was asleep. But, you know, I don't really hold human hours, so. But I woke her up and I was like, I've got to have that blue one. She said, there wasn't a blue one. I'm like, yes, there was a blue one. And I even got my phone, brought it back to her. And I said, this blue one right here, this is your video, that one right there. She goes, that's purple. I'm not colorblind, you know. I go, okay, well, maybe I'll come to the shop. Maybe the light hitting it weird or something, you know. Well, I went to the shop, and they were all purple. They were amethyst. They were all purple. Yeah. Where's the blue one? Where's this one? Turns out that shipment was one of two, and the second shipment hadn't arrived yet. The second shipment arrived. Here it is. She let me know, said, well, I don't know that, you know, great intuition on that, because the one you were talking about is in the new shipment. Of course, I went, snapped that one right up. But it's interesting, you know. That kind of thing is what drives me, you know, because I don't have these incredible dreams, or I don't have, I don't know, like the card thing that just everybody can see my intuition shine or something. When something like that happens to me, it's incredibly significant. Just other than there is probably the first time I mentioned it. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. I've got this lovely malachite that I got for my birthday. This baby. All right. I'll suck her out. The reason I love this stone so much, and it was a gift given to me. I don't have any, you know, I didn't have any say in it or whatever, but the color and the stone has a lot to do with the heart chakra, heart energy. And this thing is heart-sized, really, and, you know, even if you turn it around upside down, even sort of looks like one, you know? And I was just like, oh, this is it. This is such a great gift. You know, some people would be like, oh, money or gift card or some electronic device. It's not till September, but hey, keep in mind, right? Okay, so now I have 3 stones that I use regularly. Just always have them on me. I've got a labradorite intuition stone. It's got a fantastic flash. I've tried it on the camera before. I don't know if it'll show, but the flash on this baby is so beautiful. It looks like a blue sky with clouds in it. Let's see if I can get it to show up. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it doesn't, and that doesn't really give it off, but oh man, love it. And I don't remember exactly where I got everything. I want to say I got this one at the rock show, the gem and crystal and mineral show that comes to Knoxville. So got that one, and I've got this Lemurian seed generator. I believe I got this one at Curiosities, but I really can't remember. See that one there? These two combined, when I'm not sure about something, I just sort of put them together like this, and I can't make it happen, but it makes like a clicking sound when it's like a, yeah, you're right. It's a self-check thing, diagnose. I don't know what, just whatever. It works. All right. So this is my window smoky quartz. I love smoky quartz. It draws negativity. Guess what I do all day? So really good. Really good tool to have because it can go into these and not you. So the beauty about the window is, just show it to you here. It doesn't look like your regular smoky quartz. This is outside here. Look at this. Let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. I can imagine some people be like, well, it's a really shiny rock. Well, fucking more than that, but hopefully a lot of you out there can really revel in the majesty that is this window. But when I draw negativity out of an area or a person, that window gets darker. Smoky quartz does that. It does for me. So that's about it for the home stuff. I do have a pendulum. It's a real simple one. Love pendulums. Of course, it's all jammed up. Tried to get everything ready, ahead of time, but yeah. Where are you going? Hopefully, you haven't left. You still got to show the big stuff. But yeah, this is the pendulum I've got. I definitely got this one at Leah's shop. It's just pendulum, and I just like the simplicity of it. Will it do anything? I don't know. Let's see. Right? We know, right? Your hair moving. Can't wait for those people. All right, so let's move on to the things I use in the field. Now, I do use those 3 stones when I'm out, and but I've got 2 major weapons per se until I get my sword back. Then I'll definitely have 3. But the way that I like to wake up spirits or demons or anything, your neighbors maybe, I don't know, hopefully we do it at a reasonable hour, but it's this gong right here. I've had this thing a long time. I can't even tell you how long I've had it. I've had it so long. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't even know what day. Long time. And we've got the original striker here, the original gong. I'm going to hit it a couple times, as you can hear. I'm telling you, like that. I want them to know I'm coming. The spirits. I want them to know. I'm not like, gotcha. No, I'm here. So maybe you want to leave now before things have to escalate. But a lot of those people don't even have any reference of time or things or whatever. They have no reference of time. They don't really care. Now this. I'm going to save the staff for last. It's so impressive. But this, this is my father's war club. Like I said before, my father and my grandfather had the same, in the same vein, let's say, literally, right? But this is his war club. I don't know if he had any people with it, but my dad, so maybe. But this thing is solid as fuck. And it'll do the trick. Always keep it as a backup in case of. Yeah, my dad painted it. It's one solid piece of driftwood. Oh, I love it. Especially it being my father's, That matters sometimes. Anyway, moving on. Now, this, a lot of people have seen because I posted it when it got wrapped, but this smoky quartz on the end of my staff has been with me longer than probably the other stuff. Maybe the gong is the oldest, but this smoky quartz is second oldest, and this sucker is a real sweetie. And like I said, so many things I've done with this crystal. But I want to show this wrapping off. It's a copper wrapping, and I had it done at the Mystic Orb in Clinton, Tennessee. It's near, I don't know what's near. It's north of Knoxville, northwest. Really worth it though if you can make it out there. Mystic Orb. Ashley out there wrapped this staff for me. She's just so good at this. She's good at a lot of things, but this is her jam. She puts a lot of jewelry up. I love it. It's all copper. And I had looked at these two for a long time and been like, there's got to be a way to get these two together. They just want to be together, and I want to help them. But I didn't want to glue or, hammer anything into it. I don't want to do that because I've had the staff a minute. The staff, who knows, dude? Like 10, 15 years or something. I don't know, a long time. And I got it as a gift for helping someone out. It just makes it better. One thing I love about this staff is, yes, the bark thing is great, but this in particular I love. I just want to show it off since, it's my time to show off. There's this one weed part. It's broken there a little bit, but what you can do. But, and then it just grows right back into it. This is a treasured item, and I took it up after, I had it already, but I took it up after I had the sword dismantled for a more gentler approach, which I enjoyed for some time, but it's not who I am. So I'm still going to use it because I have charged this sucker up a lot. And yeah, I let people hold it because I don't believe in that. I don't hold people's stuff because I have a talent called psychometry, which is I get like the energies or the time or who knows what I'm going to get when I touch other people's stuff. Uh, or even worse, if I touch a person bare skin. Uh, we're connected, whether I want to be connected to you or not. Because you don't be connected to everybody. You think you do. We can all be connected as a human race, energetically. That's enough for me, thanks. A little too much the other way. So yes, my weapons, my tools. Excuse me. Got to smoke now too. I don't want to smoke around any of my stuff. I don't want to burn anything or when I'm in the mood and got the vibe on out in the field, it doesn't matter if I smoke. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the show and tell portion. It's probably going to be my longest video. That's fine. Who cares, really? So let's, I guess a good way to cover it would be, let's say, neophyte, intermediate, or journeyman, whatever you like. Neophyte, journeyman, I don't like journeyman. Go intermediate. This is my thing that I do, and I try to do as much of it as possible off camera, so I don't just tragically bore you people with my neuroses. But like these glasses, I do want to get off, but I was going to mention this earlier when I was talking about the camera. I know the glasses ride up my head, and I'm having to fix them all the time, and they look a little weird. They're my backup glasses. My glasses, which I like a lot, and wish I could wear them right now, are these right here. These are my glasses. Oh, whoa. Because these have better or newer transitions in them that actually work, and they also have a blue blocker layer for screens, which I don't have right now. And they fit right. They don't slide all off my head. I mean, with a mask, forget about it. If I don't fasten it down with the mask, then if I just put my head forward, they're on the ground. This is so great. And I get really mad, but what are you mad about, you know? So hopefully I'll be able to get those fixed, but this is going to be a minute because I don't have no fixing glasses money, and I don't have insurance or anything, so I've got the backups, so we'll just stick with the backups. Anyway, neuroses, I know I'm riding the guardrail of the rambling tangent gorge or whatever, you know, right on the edge, but I'm really trying to bring it back. But let's just, you know, whatever. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Or else I'll be here all day trying to figure out the right name for whatever. So, level 1, tools, probably more important because you need focus. You need to, so a lot of times that drama element is great. It's very helpful, you know, to be excited and to have evocative emotions because you are literally evoking your energy. So, you know, just ride it out. Just feel it. And have all the stuff. Let me have it. Because you're not going to know what works for you until you buy a bunch of stuff that doesn't. Hopefully in the store or wherever you are, you get a gift or you find it outside or whatever you do, the intuition discerns for you whether it's right. But everybody's not going to just start off sharp as tack. So, what I've always done, if I have things that don't work for me or whatever, then, I give them away to people, but to people who are going to use them. I don't give stuff to people, gifts, but I mean, if I'm giving the actual item that I attempted to use but it doesn't work for me, I will find somebody it will work for. Give it to them. Why? I mean, what's the point? I don't have a shelf, and that's okay if you do. Perfectly okay. I don't have one. Everything I have, I use. Now, it's a level 2. Level 2, everybody, I'm level 3 because I say so. I'm level 3, and I put the work in. I don't know what you've done, so I just have to look at it objectively. Level 2, you will find out that what works for you, what doesn't. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe you need all of the stuff, especially if you're in a religious setting or whatever, like some of the organized structure, like, I don't even want to say that word, Wicca, but, because I'm not talking about Wicca. Wicca is bastardization of a much more ancient practice, but nevertheless, it has items that are common, and I imagine most, if not all, witches have some or all of those things. I'm not a witch, but I still use items. And maybe you do too. Again, no judgment here. It's just what works for you. But you will find that, a lot of times, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, less is more. The few things I do use, I use the gong to sort of get the pot stirring. I usually have the war club as backup, just within reach, but not in my hand. And then I use the staff as a focus. That's what we're here about, right? And then the stones, they help me. That's the crazy thing about intuition. Like, I can tell you how to use it. I can tell you when are advantageous times to use it, but I can't tell you about it. I just can't. You know what it is, you know when it happens. And as I get deeper down this rabbit hole, I hope to help you learn how to use it effectively. We've all got it. Some people don't use it at all. Or even though most people are aware of it, but ignore it. Either case is kaput. I mean, now. I've got lots of levels of rants and tangents and things, but, I got a channel and I'm going to, trust me, all the things are going to be said and they're going to be said in their appropriate time. That's not all just appropriate with the self-editing neurotic streak. It's literally like when I channel and download from the Council of Light, some things I'm just, they're like, not yet. So, sorry, not yet. Just stay tuned, I'll tell you yet when yet happens. Level 3, if you make it to level 3, I hope you do. I hope everybody does. I hope everybody is 150% successful at whatever they're going for. I don't have any fear of competition or whatever, because nobody can do what I do. And I talk about it for 1,000 videos. I can't really convey to you what I do. I can show you what I do if there's a pertinent situation. You can know the chaos of what it was before, see me in action, and then you're just in a room or a house or whatever. There's nothing there anymore. I can do, but with COVID and the fact that not a lot of people, I mean, initially, a lot of you are local. I appreciate the hell out of every one of you. Hopefully it'll expand and other people in other places will be exposed to me. And I obviously can't go to their house. I'm not going out of state for it. But that doesn't stop me from doing it. That's one of the things I would like to work on, how to do as a product, because I can absolutely clean things up. I'm a cleaner, I'm a janitor of the dark corners of the universe. But yeah, anyway, I am looking at the big yellow sign that says Rambling Tangent ahead. So, maybe I'll just make a video called Rambling Tangent Time, and we can just do that. I definitely, unfortunately, with this setup of the laptop, and I can't use it right now. I'll get a battery ASAP, but you can only go live and stream live if you have 1,000 subscribers. I've got 23, which I am so happy about. Do not get me wrong. Especially in the time I've been on, 23, I'm so happy. But you have to be 1,000 to stream live from your phone. I could stream live right now from my computer, but it won't do it because of the battery. So, at some point I would love to open it up and let's talk, and oh man, it's so much fun. And we'll get there. But anyway, just want to finish up now because I work all day and I'm happy to do this too, but I'm tired. All I got to do is lay down. Oh man, I'm tired. But I really appreciate everybody who is here and has been here, and it's just more than I could have ever imagined, and that's why I always point out in the other ones, you just gotta do the thing. I'm doing it, and I love it. But I ain't made no money at it. That's fine. I will. I said before, it's not hard to replace poor, so we'll see. Anyway, not a stream, not rambling. See you later.